If you compete in cheer, then one of the things that's probably happened to you, and certainly if it hasn't happened to you, it's happened to other athletes in your gym, is the experience of fear and mysteriously losing your skills. It's really common in cheer for an athlete to come into the gym one day and be able to do their back tumbling pass, and the next day, all of a sudden and mysteriously, it's gone. And they don't know where it went, and they can't get their body to go. And a number of months ago, I worked with a cheerleader by the name of Nancy, who was actually quite talented. She was a high school cheerleader, had dreams of being able to cheer in college, was on a competitive team. But what happened to her is she had a really scary fall. She ended up landing on her head and her neck, doing a back tumbling pass. And six months after that, she suddenly couldn't get herself to go. She'd do a round off back handspring and stop. She couldn't get the back tuck in or back layout or any of that stuff. And it was really frustrating for her. And her coaches were frustrated and were sometimes short-tempered. Her parents really felt badly for her, wanted to be helpful, didn't understand why she couldn't go because she knew how to do the skill. And as she explained it to me, I can't get my body to go. I'm not even nervous, she said. But the fact is, I just can't go. And really, what I saw with Nancy is what I see with a lot of gymnasts and divers and cheerleaders. And that's that when you have a scary experience, and the scary experience could even be just seeing someone else in the gym get hurt, that gets registered in your body and in your nervous system as if it's happened to you, and it's memorized. And what ends up happening is your nervous system starts shutting you down, starts trying to protect you. And the skills temporarily go offline. And this is what happened to Nancy. She couldn't get her body to go because she didn't feel safe enough. And the problem with a lot of cheerleaders is they're incredibly perfectionistic. And she would, like a lot of gymnasts do, get really upset with herself that she didn't go, that she wasn't going. Why aren't you doing this? You've got this. You know how to do this. And she still couldn't go. And what I taught her was to learn to kind of work with her nervous system, to calm herself down, to work with her nervous system to get herself to settle and to feel safer. And as an athlete, as a cheer athlete, feels safer, the skills are going to come back online, and they'll come back online naturally. And it's really important in the process of doing that the athlete learns how to focus on the right stuff, how to focus on what you're doing, kind of one skill at a time, and not your thoughts, not what you're worried will happen, not your thoughts about what the coach is going to say if you don't go. Because those are the things that just make a cheerleader much more anxious and much more shut down. So we taught Nancy how to do this and how to settle. Now, right after that, Nancy got all her skills back. She was able to tumble, there was no more problem, but better than that, she was able to learn when fear did come up, because it's part of your sport. It's a natural part of competitive cheer. When fear did come up, she knew how to handle it. So whether you work one-on-one with me, whether you work with any of my training material, because over the years, I've done a ton of work with gymnasts and divers and cheerleaders, sports that have a lot of innate fear. And I've developed audio programs and workbooks to help an athlete who's serious about working through these issues get through them. So if you'd like, you can give me a call. Your parents can call me if they have questions. But I can promise you one thing. If you want to get good in this sport, if you want to advance, you're going to need to learn to manage fear. Fear is normal. Fear is part of the journey that you're going to have to go through to get really good in the sport. And it is manageable. You can learn to develop skills in handling it so you develop mental toughness and perform like a champion.